Good evening, everyone, as we welcome you to the Allstate Hometown High School Football Game of the Week. Mechanicsburg High School, as the Indians will be hosting the Knights of Greenon. Tonight's football game being brought to you by our local Allstate agent, Jim Twiggs. Hello, everybody. Lee Riley with you this evening, and tonight, as always, we are joined in by Gary Littell. Gary, let's check out some of the keys to victory for the Greenon Knights, brought to you by Dave Cale Chevrolet.
Well, last week was a loss, and they have to put that loss behind them for Greenon. And they also need to continue what they are doing and what they've been doing in the passing game. Now the defense needs to get back to their first 3-game swagger. Who do you like to see for the Knights tonight?
Well, let me see. There's a big name on that board, and that, of course, being number 7 on offense, junior quarterback Cade Rice, who leads the Ohio Heritage Conference with 1,170 yards passing. That's number 1 in the league, and 4th in rushing with 375 yards. Now, you take a look at defense. Number 4, sophomore Arlie Benson Jr. may not be big in football terms at 5'6" and 135 pounds, but leads the team with 22 total tackles and 1 interception, 1 forced fumble, and 1 fumble recovery. He's always around the football. And Gary, what about the keys to victory for the Indians of Mechanicsburg?
Well, it's the big M-O word, momentum, and they have to stay stingy on defense and continue the balanced offense.
All right, and as we take a look at some of the players to watch for Mechanicsburg, number 25, junior running back, is Chase Probst, who leads the team in rushing with 263 yards. Now, on defense, it is number 33, sophomore linebacker Jake Hurst, leads the team with 21 total tackles and 1 sack. Let's check our weekly football poll as we see who you think is going to be winning tonight's football game. And tonight, it looks like, at least so far, with all the votes that are in, 69% seem to think that Greenon's going to win. Do you? Well, you should have voted. And we'll have more. Actually, you can get more by going to www.facebook.com/localtvforme. And we'll have more of the pregame as the teams will be taking the field, eyes on the officials, and, of course, the opening kickoff as well. It's the Allstate Hometown High School Football Game of the Week as Mechanicsburg hosts the Greenon Knights on Local TV for me, Sports Network.
You're watching the Hometown High School Football Game of the Week on WRCX Television, brought to you by our local Allstate agent, Jim Twiggs. Tonight's game is also being brought to you by the IH Credit Union, Los Mariachis Mexican Restaurant, and Springfield Clark CTC.
I'm a Tex Walker. I'm paying more attention to my LOLs and OMGs and the CARs that are about to HIT me.
Mayhem is everywhere, so get an Allstate agent. Are you in good hands?
I'm Nick Jacobson, and I'm a senior in the Electrical Trades program at the Springfield Clark CTC. Currently in my class, we are being taught motor controls and 3-phase commercial power. My goal is to further my education through an apprenticeship and become a power distribution lineman, and all I had to do was commit. Career opportunities making meaningful impact today. For more information, visit www.scttc.org.
For over 80 years, IH Credit Union has been helping our members build better lives. We care about what our members care about, and we want to make their everyday lives easy with our convenient services and solutions. Open an account today and step up to better banking.
And we are back tonight. Mechanicsburg hosting the Greenon Knights as the Indians getting ready to take the field. This is a very special night for Mechanicsburg because this is homecoming for the Mechanicsburg Indians as they walk out onto the field right now. And we are just about ready to go, Gary, for some high school action. I love it. Just coming out. Old Grants becoming one. Let's check out our officials for tonight's game. Brought to you by the Greater Ohio Eye Surgeon. Gary, for the men in stripes, will be puffing down the field tonight.
Well, our referee out there is going to be Andrew Assessor, Michael Davis, Kyle Tippy, Brian Hustutter, and then out there, the last guy out there is going to be Rick Butard. Those are your officials tonight.
And the officials tonight doing the huffing and the puffing down the field. And while the players are running frontwards.
That is a head. That is a tail. He's going to call it from in the air. You got to tell me what he calls. Get the tail like in the air. Nice and loud so everybody can hear it. Ready? Here we go. Heads. Called heads. What do you call? It's called a heads. It is a head. You want to call. You have the option to take the ball and go on offense. Or you can defer yourself to take it at the start of the second half. What do you want to do? You want to defer. Either there's a one to top, you like to defer their choice to the start of the second half.
And the eyes on the officials were brought to you earlier by the Greater Ohio Eye Surgeons. Here we go. Winning the toss and deferring were the Greenon. A nice kickoff down at about the 5-yard line. Here they come up to the 10, the 15. Got some running room. Look out, this one. Good go. There was like one tackle, and that may have been about a 95-yard touchdown run. The way it is, Mechanicsburg got some good field position. Gary, they're going to set it up on the 35-yard line.
Yeah, be about on that return. Real nice run all the way up the middle. Good field position to start off this game.
Yeah, it's very good field position. So let's see. Both of these ball clubs can score. One of them a little bit better on defense, giving up at 5 points a game, and that being Mechanicsburg. And that's
points against, 22.
Yes.
That's all they have against them.
And that is it.
And then 100 against for Greenon, so they got to really shore things up on that side.
Yeah, they had a bad week last week, and they've got to come. Look at that reverse in the backfield. There's a flag. Running room up the sidelines. Nice cut down to the 35-yard line, but I got a feeling that is going to go for not preliminary signal by the referee is holding by the Mechanicsburg Indians.
Yeah, that's going to come back. That was a nice run by Jake Hurst taking it down the sideline. Well, it's too bad. You start off the game this way with a penalty, and you were in pretty good scoring position almost down around the 30-yard line. So they're going to march it back.
Sometimes, though, when you get a play like that, you're going, oh, wow, yeah, there it is, the flag. What's that do to your momentum? What's that do to your psyche?
Well, you just have to have that short-term memory like anything. You make that mistake and just move on, and you have to go with it because obviously there was obviously a hole they saw in the backfield, so there you go.
All right, so it's going to bring up first down, but now with the ball on, what, about the 20-yard line, it's going to be first and about 22 from where the penalty was called. As Mechanicsburg up there, of course, as you can see, at the line of scrimmage, and they certainly would like to get another play like they just had. This time they give it to the running back, heading to the far sideline, got himself some running room. Look out, 50, 40, 35, 30. Is he going to stay in bounds? I think he is. He's tight roping. Touchdown for the Mechanicsburg Indians. Carrying that football was the leading rusher, Chase Props.
Oh my goodness! Look at him.
80 yards for the score. Look at him.
Look at him go down the sideline.
Now watch him
he gets almost tripped up here. Now watch him stay in bounds. What balance he's holding that ball on the outside. If it's a physics class, he should have fallen out of bounds. But
yes,
that's a great way to start for homecoming for Chase Props, and that is an 80-yard touchdown run.
Well, can we say the running game is working for Mechanicsburg right now? And it looks right now like they're going to go for two. Logan Hurst kept looking over to the sidelines, and yeah, that's what it's going to be. As Logan will take it over that left side. Did he get in? Yes, he did. So with 11:17 remaining here in this first quarter, it is now 8-0. Now watch this hole open up, Gary.
Now watch on the left-hand side of your screen. You're going to see he's going to get some push from some of the big guys. He's going to take the ball, and then right here at the end, watch, kaboom. He gets pushed in for the two-point conversion.
I like Tanner Frisbee. He kind of pulled and led right through that hole, and that's what kind of nailed the two-point conversion. So with 11:17 remaining here in this first quarter, yeah, we are just underway. It is 8-0 in favor of Mechanicsburg.
Boy, if you're Mechanicsburg, what a great way to start this homecoming. Because, it's a team that is really threatening on the ground. They haven't even gotten the ball yet, but this is what you wanted to see. Go down there and get that early lead.
And you've got to keep talking to your secondary saying, come on, Cade Rice can throw the ball, but just defend. He's got a whole lot less yardage running this year than he had last year. Last year, altogether, he ended up with 1,765 yards passing. And right now, so far this year, he's got 1,100 Boy, he could pass that.
He's back there returning right now.
Yeah.
They're going to kick off right to him. I doubt they kick it to him. We'll see.
All right, he's back at the 10. Now he backs up a little bit.
No, they didn't. They kicked it to the short man
up. It's going
up.
to be that short man, and the short man's got some running room. And see, that's what happens. That's what happens, Gary, as you just put too much emphasis on the one man, and Cameron Cox gives you excellent field position.
Now watch Cox pick up the one hopper, and right behind him, there you go, Cage behind him. And you've given up about 20 yards right there just on that short kick. Is it safe? Probably. But look where they return the ball. The ball's going to be placed at the, 47-yard line?
About 47-yard line. And this is a little bit of added problems now for the defense. So we shall see.
First time to see Cade Rice.
Yeah, Cade Rice has done well for himself. Over 1,100 yards passing, almost 1,200 in just 4 games.
Now look at that defense. That defense pulls back with those 2 wide receivers top and bottom.
Look how many they got rushing, Gary. 3 across the front. Rice looking into the flat.
And threw that in the ground.
And, yeah, that was thrown into the ground. I don't know who he was. It was like in between.
I think he saw
both
coverage there and said,
yeah.
no, I'd just throw it away.
Yeah, Clay Huff was there, and I think number 24, Luke Downing, was kind of like in between them.
Now watch that defense. They'll start up like they're going to play 4 across. Now watch, and then they'll pull back. Again, same wide receivers at the top and bottom.
Did you see how tight they were on the receivers? Real tight, like glue. But they're going to have to do that because this kid can't throw the football. Looking, going over into that right flat, and his man actually, when he hit about the 45-yard line, slipped. Not much, little slip, and then the timing was all thrown off.
Yep, pass more over his head over there on the outside.
Yes.
He's one of his go-to receivers. That's number 11 at the top of your screen. Right below, we watched him warming up is Evan Davis. That's at the top. And then you look down here at the bottom, and you got number 24 down there, Luke Downing. And number 4 as well is going to be Arlie Benson.
We'll see 3rd down and 10. Running back in the backfield this time around for Cade Rice. A lot of jumping going on in that defense by Mechanicsburg. Were they drawn off or was it offsides?
Yeah, I think it was encroachment on the defense. I think the defense might be called. What do you think?
I think you're right, Gary. I think you're right.
No, they're much.
Wait a minute.
Hey,
Yeah,
we're both wrong,
man.
Right? I thought I saw the defensive player. I thought I saw the defensive player come in there a little bit early.
Where's the Ohio eye? Where's the eye surgeons at? Huh?
Right, that's when we need him. When we need him.
All right, same thing set up. They've got receivers all over the place and just one running back, as you can see, in there with Cade Rice, who's been off just a little bit. 3rd down and 15. 10:59.
Showing blitz here on this one.
They are. Now
they pull them back out.
Yes. 3 rushers up front. Rice nowhere to go, has to come up the middle.
And
it's going to be caught, and I think we might have a holding penalty.
Another flag. That's
and
where that hold would
flag.
be. Yep.
2 flags came in there late.
Yeah, that's the first possession for Greenon, and Cade Rice is having fits right now. You can see where the flag is there. That's a good shot of where holding usually or would be.
But that second flag was coming in late. Could there have been another one there?
Well, I'm not sure if it was a face mask, too. You never know. But they're discussing it there, and our officials are going to – there it is, a hold.
Hold against Greenon and
unsportsmanlike conduct
against Mechanicsburg. They will probably offset each other.
There you go.
Boy, that was good to see that, especially at the latter part of that play.
Let's see what down it's going to be here.
That's going to be 3rd. Should be 3rd and 15.
Yeah,
if they're going to play it over.
Talking to the captains right now about maybe. Well, let's keep an eye on that tonight, huh?
I know he is talking to Mechanicsburg.
Yeah.
So they're taking the time, looking over to Kurt Forrest, the head coach of Mechanicsburg, to see what he wants to do. But I thought there was offsetting penalties there.
Yeah, that's what was the initial signal.
Okay, holding. There it is against Greenon. That is declined. That's sportsmanlike conduct against Mechanicsburg.
So it is 4th down, see?
Oh, so it will be 4th down.
Lose that down. That's why they would do that. And there's Coach Forrest is going, what? Wait, what's going on here?
All right, so we'll see what's. I mean, if this is,
it can't be 4th, can it? If they decline if it's against Mechanicsburg.
I think this will be third down all over again. And this one may be marked off enough for the first down. Yeah, this is a big one. It's going to go to, fourth down and about 3 or 4 yards to go for the first down. So that is a fourth down play. And, boy.
You hate to see that happen when you have your defense working so hard.
Greenon's got some guts here, I will say that. Looks like they're going to go for it. Unless
this
will be a quick kick.
Yeah, they should with the quarterback they have and the talent they have so far this year.
Well, and that's true. If you're
and they want to bounce back from that loss last week. So, and in middle of the field, not too bad possession if you don't get it.
Now, is this too much time?
Yeah. Delay a game.
Delay of game against Greenon. So, okay, so they got the timeout. The flag was thrown, and I thought that's what it was going to be, but the timeout had been called before. So it brings up fourth down and 3 yards to go. I'm just wondering if they're going to talk things over there and go, well, can we pin them back? Or do we want to try?
Well, you're looking at where you are. You're at the, 46 yard line. Mm-hmm. That's not bad of a gamble, but you're giving the team that just scored on you in the first 80-yard run a half a field. You know, I think in a game like this.
Oh, look at this, our Athletes of the Week, brought to you by the International Harvester Credit Union, Alex Cunningham of Greenon High School. Alex, our congratulations, our Athlete of the Week. And we congratulate you, and we've had a lot of good folks so far this year.
And it's like we said, it's not just the athletes, it's scholar athletes and what they do for their community and their school, and probably down the road, hopefully taking care of us someday.
Well, I certainly hope so, because I can't take care of myself right now. Okay, fourth down and about 3 yards. About 3 yards, maybe 3.5. As Greenon set up the same way they were. Waiting that snap. Here they go.
Cade's going to keep it.
Yeah, Cade.
I don't think he got it.
I don't think he did either. They did. A fake handoff, another fake handoff, and then.
Yeah, Coach Forrest is.
Where do you have to get it to, Gary? About the 44, I think.
Watch here on the replay. He's just short by about a yard. Now watch this tackle. They drop him right down there, just across the 45-yard line. So he's short. So it's 1st and 10 for Mechanicsburg. Real terrific tackle by the whole defensive team for Mechanicsburg shooting across there.
And you got to remember that a lot of times here, Mechanicsburg is just playing a 3-man front. So that's very good.
Well, they're teasing a blitz, too, which is kind of neat.
They sure are,
and then they're pulling back out. So let's see what Mechanicsburg does here.
And that same lineup, they got people on the wings. One running back, as you can see, and with the quarterback, Conley. They're going to hand it off again. They're going to say, can we do this again? We did it for 80. Why not 50? And that's a nice run.
That props is something else. He just gets out and keeps those feet churning.
He is the leading rusher on the team with 263 yards. But he looks like about a 1,000-yard rusher right now. He's had some good rushing. So that's going to bring up first down and 10 yards to go.
Well, you look at the defense that Coach Wooten's team has given up, 100 points so far, and you can see that those big guys there for Greenon need to shut this down because this could get away from them real fast with props running to the outside the way he is now.
I wonder if that loss last week put something in the back of their mind like, we can be scored on. And they were, too. But they also scored. Here comes the blitz from the right corner, but no, it goes the other way, and that's going to be a nice 5-6 yard pickup onto the far side of the field.
Conley with that.
Yeah, the quarterback Conley, who has 366 yards passing, picks up, about 7 yards on the play. Make it second down, and 3.5 yards to go for the first down.
Logan Hurlbert's in on that tackle, number 35 for Greenon. Kind of close down that outside corner, and that's the thing that you want your corners to do is shut that down, turn them inside so your linebackers can get to them. And
Kurt Forrest says, you know what, let's call a timeout here. And they're going to get the timeout with second down at about 4. And Mechanicsburg with the 8-0 lead right now, Gary. Do they have to pass the ball at all, at least the way it's looking right now?
I wouldn't think you need to throw the ball at all. And one of the things that you want to kind of keep in mind, they can if they need to, but the way they run this ball, that's the one thing if it got into a real tight game here with Greenon, they have a quarterback that could throw and get them back in that game real quickly.
Well, that's true. That's true. But if your secondary continues to play tight coverage like that, but when you play like a man-to-man tight coverage, sometimes you can get burnt real easy. But we'll see. That's why they play it. It's a guessing game between the coaches. What's going to work, what's not going to work.
9 minutes left to go in this first quarter, and we already have big score on the board by Mechanicsburg, and one run and then a 2-point conversion by the quarterback.
All right, the teams still around their respective coaches. Mechanicsburg breaks that huddle. They've got about 3.5, 4 yards to go for the first down. And we'll see if they, and there's head coach Kirk Forrest. What a great guy. I had a chance to email back and forth with him, and what a great program they have here at Mechanicsburg. As Conley awaits the snap, gets it, hands it off. Oh, no running room, but Prop says, I'm going to bounce outside.
First down.
And he did. He bounced outside, got the first down as he crosses the 35, down to about the 38-yard line.
Now watch, he'll get this handoff. He tries to go up the middle and says, no, I'll just do a little spin and bounce it outside. And he's chased down by Zach Stevens, number 26, who will be coming into your screen right there and making the tackle. If he doesn't make that tackle, 42 and 15 are going to be in for a race. That's Clay Huff.
Oh, yeah.
And then 42 down there would be Burnett. So they got to try to stop him the minute he gets the ball before he gets up that head of steam.
The little guy, Artie Benson, turned it inside, and then he was blocked. But as he turned it inside, as you mentioned, Gary, there was some coverage there.
Another blitz.
Right down the middle. Oh, over the head and a little bit behind the intended receiver, and that being Keith Bebop.
Watch this pass, folks. The blitz is going to come. He's releasing on the right side of your screen right now. He's going to come, but he's picked up pretty well, and the quarterback reads that the blitz is coming, gets rid of the ball just a bit too soon, just probably another half second. He would have had his man open, but good coverage down in deep secondary with the safeties back there for Greenon.
And with that low snap, maybe threw the timing off just a little bit.
Well, when you see that blitz coming, you're reading the blitz, then you get a little bit of panic going on, and he'll learn that as it goes on.
All right, we see that Mechanicsburg is ready with the second down and 10. Nice snap. Looking downfield, got some running room up the middle, is going to take it and got about 4 or 5 yards before he's finally popped there.
Logan Hurst did a real nice fake there, and that kind of froze everybody thinking it was another pass. But he just pulled that ball down and went in, and he's going to be about 5 yards short of the first
Roughly
down?
about 5 yards short. Had it not been for number 26, Zach Stevens, that may have gone for more. Zach stuck his head in there and knocked the quarterback Conley down. So as Gary had mentioned, third down, about 5 yards, 5.5 yards to go for the first down. Looking, got a man wide open over the middle, off the fingertips.
Got 6 yards again.
Kicks Teal, almost had himself a touchdown.
Now watch, this ball is pretty well thrown. It goes right over the middle. Again, they're trying to do that corner blitz from the outside on both sides.
Right.
And they pull back. Good offensive blocking there. Now look at this pass. Beautiful pass, beautiful cam work from our crew. Just a little bit too long. And I think what happened, he might have just slowed down just a half a hitch. Otherwise, he has himself a touchdown.
Yeah, because that was timed out pretty good. You're right, Gary. All right, this is going to be fourth down.
And they're going for it down here.
Yeah, why not? Fourth down and 5. Ball down at the 28-yard line.
Conley, the sophomore quarterback.
Yeah. Conley's going to head up the middle. Oh, he's got himself some nice running room. Did he get upfield close enough? Let's see.
I think he got that first down.
Let's see where they want to mark it.
There it is. Let's check it out. He has to get. Look, you can't see too well on the other side.
He's going to get to about the 23?
I think he might be short, though. Let's see if he cuts back here on this replay.
Yep, he is.
And he's going to be short. Now watch him go down right there. He's about as short as Greenon was on their fourth down attempt.
So, 2 times the defenses have stood up to the task and have blocked the other team's advance down the field. Oh, you like that? Advance down the field.
Well, this is the game that we kind of look forward to earlier in the season when we were looking at the schedule. And it's turned out to be a doozy so far. With Greenon down, who would have thought that? And now you got the wide receivers. Check out number 24 here for Greenon and keep an eye on him. That's going to be Luke Downing at the bottom.
Oh, threw it behind him, but a nice catch.
Real nice catch in the
out in that flat, and coming up with that catch was Clay Huff.
Yep, real nice tackle coming in there. Now watch what happens here with 52 at the top of your screen. Noah Wolf, he's going to play the man in the slot. That's where he's going to go with his pass. And he's looking back at his quarterback, and then here comes, boom, right there. Good coverage by Noah Wolf. Got to play real tight on these Greenon Knights.
Second down, actually, in about 6. Cade Rice looking out into the flat, got his man. Stop and go. Caught it at about the 35, makes it out to the 40-yard line. And picking up Luke Downing, picking up some nice yardage and a first down.
Yeah, coming in on that tackle is going to be Keith Bebout making that tackle. They're doing a little hurry up right now to try to move the chains and kind of confuse the defense for Mechanicsburg and whether they're going to go ahead and run it or should they send a blitz.
Well, we'll see, because the defense still looking over here to this near sidelines to find out what defense. And the top of your screen, if you can see it, there's 3 wide receivers up there for Cade Rice. Takes his time, fakes it. Now he keeps the football, as you can see. Nice play by Cade as he hit it over that right side. Nothing going. Cut it back all the way up through the middle of the field and then picks himself up about 6 yards. That ain't bad.
Yeah, watch number 33 shoot in here and make this tackle, Jake Hurst. Now he comes back. Watch him roll back. He goes, that's where he got stopped earlier in the quarter. And he comes back, and the tackle's going to be made right there in the back end of it. And, of course, a couple other Mechanicsburg Indians in on that tackle. Good job for them, but it's now, what, second and 4 here?
Yeah, about 4 yards. Second and 4. It's Cade Rice. I'm surprised to see him running so much, only because you like to save somebody like that, the quarterback with an arm that he's got. Almost intercepted.
Oh, my goodness.
Now, this may be offensive pass interference. Let's see how they call that.
Oh, boy. Keith Bebout. Watch this hit him right in the hands here. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, see what happens here, Gary.
He's looking over there to his coaches, and they're giving him a signal, and he's going to throw right at him. And he just jumps it. Oh, boy, he had pick 6 written all over that one. And they're talking about it on the field right now, what the penalty is, and it looks like it is going to be against Greenon.
Yeah, I thought this might be offensive pass interference simply because he grabbed at him.
Let's see what kind of call we get here.
Yeah, they're going to mark it off.
Yep, mark that off. So it's going to march him back. Greenon was on the move there. And
okay, that is not what you call interference. That's kind of a shove.
5-yard penalty on that.
Third down at about 9, or second down at about 9. Excuse me. Greenon taking their time. This is the offense, I think, if they get into a rhythm, look out. As they keep looking more over the sideline. 3 men up front. They've got showing some blitz on the outside. Is Mechanicsburg, and here it comes.
He was
almost stolen. Oh, there's a flag there.
Oh, boy.
And this one looks like it could go against Mechanicsburg. At least that's the preliminary.
Mac DeLong had a nice pursuit of the quarterback. I didn't see defensive holding.
Yeah.
So it's back and forth here.
So that's going to cost Mechanicsburg this time around.
These officials are getting a workout here tonight.
The ball should go down pretty good into Mechanicsburg territory as they're waiting to mark it off, but where they're going to talk things over. It was, they had the right, at least the right position about the 50-yard line where the pass interference would have taken place. And now they are going to
that's a first down.
Set it down. Yeah,
it's a first down. So if you look at it, this is about where Greenon was before we had all those penalties before. And now it's first down, 1st and 10, and we have 6:29 left to go in this first quarter.
Ball at the 49-yard line of the Greenon Knights. It looks like in the backfield will be Cameron Cox along with Rice. Let's count the react. There's 3 across the front for Mechanicsburg. Linebackers playing off quite a bit. I'm surprised. As Rice looking off down the middle, and no. The intended receiver who had gotten away from the defenders was Bass Moore, who has got about 322 yards in receiving so far this year. Just could not come up with that. But did you see him? He just kind of broke loose of that defense.
Well, Mac DeLong, number 5, was right on him for the defense. But that's something you got to remember, too, is week 5, you've had a chance to look at a lot of film to see who the key players are. And Mechanicsburg's really doing a good job covering these receivers.
Okay, Rice is rolling, looking, and that's the second interception that is not going to be an interception. Noah Wolf.
Watch this on the replay here. One thing I do know that the quarterback does here for Greenon, watch him telegraph this throw, Lee.
Oh, look at him.
Every throw he's looking right at his receiver, and so is the defense.
Wow, stepping right. That was a nice play defensively.
When you play cornerback, that's exactly what you need to do is look at the eyes on the quarterback and stay with him.
I think he saw the goal line too quick.
Yeah, and you get anxious because you're playing in a pretty important game here tonight.
And homecoming. Here comes the rush out into the flat. That's going to be a first down.
I like the hesitancy.
Yeah, Luke Downing caught that one out in the left flat.
Watch the replay on this. Now watch him telegraph this way. He's looking left the whole way. And the guy's wide open, but they're playing deep. They don't want to be beaten deep. They're going to give you that underneath pass.
All right. First down 10. Ball to 37-yard line for the Greenon Knights. As now they are moving the football, trying to get back into it. It's 8-0. Rice out into the flat, wide open. There's flags flying everywhere. And I got a feeling sometimes when you see a defender holding their hands up in the air, like Caden Goldman did, you might have.
Yeah. He says, I was held. So
yeah.
Kind of, getting a little sloppy play here from both teams here, but I'll tell you what, the Greenon Knights have sure turned that program around. They've had some tough years, and it's really nice to see them coming around with these kind of teams. And, they're great people out there when we've been out there to Greenon.
Well, this is Josh Wooten's third year, and you're right. He turned around. They were like second place in their division last year, but they really improved so much. They were, 6-4, and we try to do a lot better than that this year. And with the kind of offense that they have shown early, who knows, they might. First down 20. Ball moved back to the 47-yard line. Cade Rice just kind of takes his time and looks over that defense. But let's see what happens. Is he
bringing 4 this time?
Oh, there it is. Yeah, and there was that little screen pass up the middle. And getting back there's a fumble. Scramble. Let's see who gets it.
No, he just spun out of control there. Watch what happens here. He gets hit and the tackle's missed, and he does a 360. It looks like it's a fumble, but watch what happens. He just spins around right there and hangs on to it, see?
Oh, barely hung on to it. Yeah, but he did. You're right.
Nearly a fumble, but look where he put that ball. That's going to be great.
So picked up a tough 10 yards, second down and 10. Clock rolls. Little under 5.5 minutes remaining. Cade Rice looking. Got his man out in the flat. Nice screen pass. Trying to get some extra running room by zigging and zagging. And coming up, doing a nice play defensively for Mechanicsburg was Mark DeLong.
Yeah, Mac DeLong.
Mac DeLong, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Mac's going to be number 5 at the top of your screen. He's been playing that slot receiver all night and staying at home. And as he comes in, he trips him up, doesn't make the tackle, but he gets him enough tripped up so the rest of his squad can come in there and make the tackle and finish it up.
Third down, about 5 yards to go, 4.5, 5 yards.
Just under 5 minutes, surely.
Yeah. As things have gotten cleaned up from the sloppiness here, the last couple of plays by both teams. Oh, there's that quarterback draw, and there's the whistle, and this one will go against, if it's that quick, Greenon. Unless Mechanicsburg called a timeout.
Let's see what happens here.
Because the referee is coming over to talk to one of the officials to see what that's all about, but it is a dead ball foul. And it is a legal procedure against Greenon. So just stick your foot out there, take a gun, and shoot yourself in the toes, because it's going to bring up third down and 10 now, where it would have been third down and 5.
This is the coach's worst nightmare, back and forth and back and forth. You want your team to come out disciplined and play some real solid football. But this gets everybody worried. Well, am I going to jump? Should I wait for the count? No, you keep your eye on the ball.
I think you mentioned it earlier.
Yeah.
They're into the 5th game of the year. and things should be coming a little bit smoother.
Or for the defenses, they should know exactly where they're going.
And they should, yeah.
You know, the first couple of games for Greenon, nobody knew that they were going to be coming out like lightning.
Well, they did.
And you look at the yardage for passing for Greenon, 1,248 yards. My goodness, nobody has those kind of numbers.
No, except Cade Rice, and he showed it last year too. Already, just as a junior, keep in mind he's a junior, still being touted by a lot of colleges, and the timing on that was a little bit off. Bass Moore came down and sort of set up at the 25, and the ball was thrown, at about the 28-yard line, so he never got it. Was off just a little bit. So that's going to bring up 4th down and 10.
Yeah, and they're going to go, look where they line up here, Lee. They're not going to kick this ball. They're going to go ahead and go for this one.
All right, we shall
and
see.
That's pretty brave here. With
I was going to say that's real brave.
4 minutes left to go. You might as well pin them back, but remember what we're looking at defensive-wise for the Greenon Knights, giving up 100 points.
Yes.
You know, their offense is 207.
Well, Mechanicsburg looks to me like a defense they'll give up some yardage between the 20s, but then really tighten up. There's
deep.
A nice pass. It's going deep. Got a man on the sidelines. It just cannot hit his intended receiver, Bass Moore. They're just off, just by a tweak.
And I think what happens when you come out of the gate, Lee, you got to be really focused, make those short little passes. But I think watch this play here. He comes back and kind of throwing off that back foot there a little bit.
Oh,
that ball sailed high. And that ball is long. It's a nice pass. You know he has the arm to do it. But when you come out and you watch the other team go 80 yards, man, that kind of pulls the plug out of out of the outlet. And you got to forget that. That's over. You can't do anything about that play. And just
you got to go.
Do what we do if you're Greenon and just throw that ball. Short passes. Get those comfortable passes first.
Sometimes I like to hear people talking about quarterbacks. It's 4 minutes remaining in this first quarter. He just doesn't have the arm. They said Joe Montana never had the arm.
Yeah, same
and you can count the jewelry he's got on him. Wide open down the middle. Folks, let's ring up another 6 points. If he doesn't get caught, pitch to the middle of the field and is in for the score. Colin Hartley, number 13. As that ball goes about 63 yards. And that was just one of those simple passes where it's straight up the middle, what we used to call a fly pattern, and he ran by everybody.
That's what we just got done talking about, those little passes to get established. They're probably going for 2 again here now, or they're bringing out a kicker. Here comes the kicker.
Is kicker coming out?
No,
they're going to go for 2.
Yeah, there you go.
They're going to go for 2.
They might be making a statement here. I don't know.
Logan Hurst is going to set up. Calls out those signals. Is he going to make it this time? Now he's trying to go to the other side. Puts his head down. Crosses the goal line. It is now 16-0 with 3:49 remaining in this first quarter in favor of the homecoming Mechanicsburg Indians. Just, Gary, watch how he looks for his opening.
Yeah, he went left last time. Now he's looking at these holes. Look at these guards pulling. Beautiful block, shooting through there. You got to give him credit. That's number 33.
Oh, you do.
Making that's Jake Hurst. What a terrific job. He's 5'8", 165-pound sophomore, and he was just blowing back that line. Let him get in for the 2 points. I'm a little surprised here, Lee. 16-0 right now. As coming through there with, he's got 4 points tonight. Yeah. We're looking at Logan Hurst.
And you wonder what this does to the psyche of the defense. Because the coaching staff over there said, let's go for that 4th down, and they miss it. And one play later, it's all of a sudden 16-0.
One thing that we said earlier, if you are down, you do have a quarterback that can throw to get you back into the game. Now, what's scary is if you don't throw enough and you're down towards the end of the game and just have a running game. We've seen that for the 20 years we've been doing this.
My goodness.
They just can't get back in the game.
Well, I remember a lot of years ago, we went over to Northmont and watched the same Mechanicsburg team play. And I forget who they were playing at the time, but nobody could beat Mechanicsburg. Well, they didn't have a passing game, and that's what stopped them. Here was a nice kick right down the middle and kind of fought for and finally picked up by the up man, taken away from Cade Rice and finding himself some nice little running room. Cameron Cox.
Fumble here.
Who's got it? Greenon says they have it.
They're saying he was down.
Okay. 37-yard line. It's going to be, well, let's see where they officially mark. It's going to be the 38. So it's going to be 1st and 10. And I think, Gary, we have seen Cade Rice trying to feature his arm. And I think, like we talk every week, it seems like, for 20 years, start with those short ones. And
I think they're kind of putting him in a position right now to have to do too much, especially down 16 points. Just get those little screen passes. You saw how wide open they were because the cornerbacks just don't want to give up that deep pass.
That's right.
They're going to give you those underneath passes, but they're putting, I think, too much pressure on the quarterback right now for Greenon.
All right, Rice is back in the shotgun. Looks over that defense. Looked over to the flat and then decided to run the football, and he's got absolutely nothing. Just following him all the way to the sideline.
Hurst.
Yeah, Jake Hurst, number 33. And did you see him? He zeroed in and said, you ain't going anywhere.
Now look where Hurst is right there. He's in your middle linebacker spot. He's going to cut across right in front of your screen now. And then coming up for support is the other quarterback coming across there for Mechanicsburg, and that's Conley. So both of them they sealed that corner the way they're supposed to.
That's the right way. They did seal it. They wouldn't let him go anywhere. 2nd down, 13, loss of 3 on the play. And now you're starting from the deficit, although he's got the arm that he can pick it up quick. Now he's going to run the football, that being Cade Rice. Oh, got away. Bad tackling there by Mechanicsburg. And he just may break the whole thing.
Yep, he's going to be gone.
You would have thought it would have been his arm. Now it's his legs that did it.
There you go, touchdown.
Took the football from basically the 35-yard line, 65 yards down the field.
There's a flag on the play, though, Lee.
Oh, boy, they're walking back, too. That was a beautiful play.
Look at it, it's going to be brought back, too. That's too bad. That was a nice run.
Oh, that was beyond a nice run. As he got away from a couple of would-be tacklers, went to that far sideline, and just outraced everybody. Well, you kind of hate to be a lineman when there's that penalty being thrown and your back is just going 65 yards.
But there also might be a reason why that did open up.
Maybe that's why he did. Well, you're right.
That's pretty much why that might have opened up over there.
And the penalty, he would have had the first down. Penalty was thrown at about the 50. So they're going to mark off 10 yards, and we'll bring it back, actually 15 yards. Was that a block below the waist? So it's going to go back inside the 40, right at the 35-yard line of Greenon.
Goodness.
So instead of a touchdown, now you've got 2nd down and basically 13 yards to go for the first down.
And we're down to 2:41 here in the first in Mechanicsburg, Ohio. And we had the keys to the game brought to us by Dave Cale Chevrolet right here in the heart of Mechanicsburg. Big, huge supporters of high school football and especially Mechanicsburg and the surrounding area.
Well, a big player as far as when it comes to youth.
Oh, and doing something positive for this community, and it's just tremendous. All the years we've been doing it, they've been with us.
Oh. I don't think there was a year they haven't been. All right, things kind of slowed down. There was a lot of talking going on there even after the penalty. So now they're going to.
Here we go.
Yeah, now they're going to roll it. Still have those 3 linemen up front, and they've been doing a whale of a job. They're going to be tired.
Now once the backers pull out, and then they'll pull back out. There's a blitz on this time.
Cade Rice looking, and
almost picked
interception number 3, which is not going to count. I'm not making fun. It's just, what happens is Cole Hartley saw that ball. It's gone. Oh, I got it.
Watch Colin Hartley here. He looks left this time.
Yeah.
Throws right. And he's going to bite right there on it. Oh, my gosh. He's going, darn it. But if he doesn't get that, that's a pretty good pickup there for the wide receiver out there, and that's going to be number 11.
Yes.
And he's going to have some room to run for Greenon.
Forever.
And that's Bass Moore.
Yeah, Bass Moore has been getting open. The deal is just hit him.
The other guy to look at is 24 down here at the bottom of your screen. In the slot is Davis.
All right, rolling. Cade Rice has got a man, but it's too far out of bounds. His intended receiver coming down this near sidelines was Clay Huff. And
watch the coverage on this, folks. Down here at the bottom, we're looking for number 15 here. He's right in the slot. And watch the coverage on this. The linebackers roll this way. Tight end seals off that edge for a run. And he doesn't have anybody to throw to because look at that coverage. You can't beat
front
that.
and back.
You can't beat
Yeah.
that. Beautiful coverage by Mechanicsburg.
But did you see those 3 defensive linemen? They chased him out of that pocket. They've been doing a whale of a job. They'll be tired tomorrow.
Tough start here for Greenon, coming
now,
all the way over here, Lee.
This is 4th down and 13. They're going to give it a shot?
Yep.
Maybe not.
Yeah, here comes the kicker right now, number 5, and we saw him. That's Davis.
There's the kick. Ooh, did not get much of that.
Went out of bounds. It's going to be down right at the 50, isn't it?
Right about. I think it's going to be
49
just
yard line.
in. Right, just inside Mechanicsburg territory. And as you can see, where Madison Plains is 3-1, Greenon is 3-1 as well, but they lost a league game. Madison Plains 3-1, and then you've got the lower part.
Which you don't really see too much.
No, you don't.
Catholic Central 0-4, Southeastern 0-4, Cedarville 0-4, and that's tough. You can see the opponents that they have next coming up here. Catholic Central, they're 0-4. Madison Plains,
that'll be a toughie.
That would be a good one. And Cedarville, you got 0-4 in Southeastern. So there's a lot of wins right there.
Yeah, there are. A couple of them, they could have a tough time in there. But that's what it's all about. You play it and see where you can go. Hand it off, coming over to this near side. Trying to pick his way through there and come up with a couple of yards. And that's about all they got.
I love the way he runs there because Chase looks like he's just looking for a way to get to the meal before anybody else, and he's picking his way through it as carefully as he can. And what's he pick up? He picks up 2 or 3 yards.
He picks up 3 yards, 2nd down and 7.
Nothing there, but he got a lot of yards for nothing.
But positive yardage, as long as you can keep it on the positive side. 152, and the clock is rolling. As the ball now on the Greenon side of the field at the 48-yard line.
Look at Bebout at the top of your screen there, wide receiver.
2nd down. Nice snap. Handed off up the middle, running room again for Props. And he just put his head down. He puts his legs underneath him, puts his head down, and by the time he gets done picking up that, look at this, Gary.
I know.
Momentum carries him for 8 yards.
And that's why you got to get him in the backfield. Now watch. He's just getting speed, and then right now he makes that cut and turns it on. Look at that burst of speed, and you're going to have a heck of a time bringing somebody down like that has that low stature to the ground.
I'd be taking my lineman to a port.
He's 5'8". He's 5'8", so it's that low center of gravity.
He might be promising the lineman a pork dinner.
Well, we know where to find it here.
All right, 1st down, 10 yards to go. Ball at the 39-yard line. Mechanicsburg driving again. They have been moving the ball pretty much at will in this first quarter.
Low snap.
Hurst coming to this near side. Got a little bit of running room and will go down as he gets inside the 35 to about the 34-yard line. But just a nice run for Logan.
Clock is running at 45 seconds, Lee. See if they can get off another play here.
Yeah, they should be able to.
There's Coach Forrest. Had a good talk with him on the before the game, talking about his days at Wittenberg and also playing against Urbana for the first time in ages, and they hope to get that rivalry back. Be great for this community because they're so close by and they see each other all summer long.
And sometimes you wonder why those are taken away. I don't know. Mechanicsburg looking deep. Here comes the rush. Conley face comes over to the near sideline and will go out of bounds. And that will stop the clock.
7.8, huh?
Yeah, 7.8 seconds remaining here in this first quarter, which has been a Mechanicsburg first quarter as they lead now 16-0. The ball is nose on the 34-yard line.
Coach down there talking at the bottom of the screen there to Aaron Conley, saying we want to really be careful here. Let's not, we're just going to flip the field. We're going to turn around and go the other direction.
Yeah.
So let's not do anything too crazy.
So it's 3rd down. 3rd down at about 5. Again, that ball is at the 34-yard line. And when they get into this territory, this is 4 downs for Mechanicsburg. Up the middle again, Props. Fumble. Who's got it? Looks like Greenon fell on it.
Yeah, Greenon lucked out and got this ball at the end of the quarter.
Boy, that's what you had talked about, Gary. So at the end of 1, right now, it is 16-0 in favor of Mechanicsburg over Greenon. We'll be back with second quarter action right after this on the local TV for me, Sports Network.
You're watching the Hometown High School Football Game of the Week on WRCX Television, brought to you by our local Allstate agent, Jim Twiggs. Tonight's game is also being brought to you by Dave Cale Chevrolet, The Security National Bank, and Harding Road Pharmacy.
At Dave Cale Chevrolet and Chevrolet Trucks, we are proud that customers keep coming back to purchase vehicles. Now we have a brand new showroom that will help us serve our customers better.
We give every customer specialized attention to find the right vehicle at the right price, and we have a wide variety of new and used vehicles to choose from.
Visit us at Dave Cale Chevrolet and experience no-nonsense car shopping.
The best place to purchase a new or used vehicle is at Dave Cale Chevrolet in Mechanicsburg, Ohio.
Greater Ohio Eye Surgeons has a 30-year history of serving the ophthalmic needs of the Miami Valley. The Greater Ohio Eye Surgeons specialize in meeting the medical and surgical eye care needs of the entire family. Dr. Larry Fish, Dr. Gary Lau, and Dr. Scott Stork are committed to providing our patients the best medical care with a personal touch. Schedule your appointment today in Springfield, Urbana, London, or Beaver Creek, because seeing is believing.
Springfield's pharmacy is Harding Road Pharmacy, located 1.5 miles north of the hospital on North Plum Street and Harding Road. Harding Road Pharmacy has been locally owned since 1950.
We not only fill prescriptions that are ready when you are, but our friendly professional staff is always available to answer questions and provide free delivery. We're proud to serve our community, and we invite you to experience why Harding Road Pharmacy is Springfield's hometown pharmacy.
Harding Road Pharmacy is open 7 days a week for prescriptions that are ready when you are.
So far, as you can see on your screen, it's been a Mechanicsburg homecoming night, Gary Littell.
And that's what you want. When you're having a homecoming, nothing is worse than losing your homecoming game if you are a senior. I mean, it's enough to lose a game that you're going to play the team the last time, but when it's homecoming, you got the dance to look forward to, and it's the weekend, and this is a good start for Mechanicsburg. A little wondering what's going on with Greenon other than just kind of a little shell shock there, and they still, sometimes when you lose that first game, you just kind of hang on to that too long instead of letting it go and bouncing back.
Yes, you know, because that's what happens. You're going, oh, is this going to happen again to us? You know, it's in the back of your mind whether you know it or not. It's there. All right, Mechanicsburg, they're chomping at the bit. They're up there at the line of scrimmage, ready to go. Greenon over on the far sideline. So they cut a big break at the end of that first quarter.
Well, that was going to be, they were going to be in scoring position just around the 20, and they almost had a chance to get it back. Mechanicsburg did. But this is a big, big deal for Greenon right now to take this down in the beginning of the second quarter and get on the scoreboard here.
Wait till I tell Coach Frost that you said you don't want to do anything wrong and lose the football. And there was the fumble by the kid that has, of all things, run them up and down the field and kept this ball alive for Mechanicsburg.
In the backfield there with the quarterback there, is Kyle Parsons. Mm-hmm. And he's that 5'8" running back, too. It's kind of low center of gravity. They're going to be going to the air here, I think.
Yeah, he has to. High snap, but looking good. Looking to the far sideline and no good.
They're
Luke Downing, they are just off.
I think they're like 2 of 7, if I'm not mistaken, for passing.
It hasn't been good. And they're just off a click, just a click. It's going to bring up second down, 10 yards to go. We are just underway here in this second quarter homecoming night, as we had mentioned, at Mechanicsburg High School.
Watch the man on the slot, Lee. That's that Clay Huff. He likes to go to the guy in the middle, the slot. And that's going to be number 11 is Bass Moore.
Look at the defense. Almost got a hand on that, but once he didn't, it left this the sideline open.
That's a good play right there.
Yeah, that's a very good play.
Now watch what happens here. All these defenders that you see on your screen are going to drop back. This man blitzes, and that leaves this big hole over here. Linebacker has to scoot all the way across, and making that pursuit is Jake Hurst. And then you got to have your deep safeties come up. So that's something that if you are Greenon going, hey, if they're going to pull back like that, let's just go underneath and get what we can and then try to hit a big one.
Keith Bebout did a nice job of rushing, but that was even a better shot at that screen pass. as Cameron Cox just looked fantastic running out here with the open space. And that's what the quarterback, Cade Rice, needs. Cade Rice tried to throw it one up like he was going to do a jump pass, and then what? Nope, not going to do that.
Yeah, it was smart play. Now watch him go up here, folks. He's lucky he doesn't lose that ball if they're swiping at it. But watch that right side, right in the center of your screen. They're going to come, and rolling out there is a big guy. And he almost knocked it out of his hands, and that's number 51, Caden Coleman.
And I think you saw him coming in out of the corner of his eye.
He goes, this is a big boy here.
I'm going to bring that ball back down.
Yeah, well, Caden Coleman is not small. He's 5'9", 240, so he's not giant in height, but a pretty big, tough guy there to have on your defensive side.
Just a yard loss. Second down and 11. Clock is stopped, 10:54. Looking at in that flat again.
Same pass,
yeah,
same pass.
Got his man, got some running room. And, nice tackle. Eventually, it was a nice tackle in there. And that was done by Jake Hurst. But not before the yardage is picked up.
Now, if you watch Logan Hurst, number 3, you can't be swiping at this ball right here. I know you want to get the ball back. Watch him come up and just try to strip the ball here right there.
There, yeah.
And that can be dangerous because if you don't have a safety behind you, that's a touchdown.
Just across the 40, at the 40.5-yard line. Third down at about 3 for Greenon. But the whole field is theirs. They'll try it from anywhere on the field. Cade Rice looking over to the sidelines, and defensive coordinator down here for Mechanicsburg trying to get their attention as well. Like, look out for this play. Nice rush. Nice pass out in that flat.
Nice open field tackle.
Yeah, very nice open field tackle. As looking like he had some big running room was actually Evan Davis.
Watch Gabe Chandler, number 29, shoot up from his corner position. Watch him come up here. He's waving, saying, I'm wide open. But look at him close pretty fast.
Oh, look at that, did close.
And he didn't get any, he probably got, a yard and a half after the catch, so that was really good pursuit. But you could tell that Gabe Chandler was playing off of him quite a bit for that deep ball.
So first down and 10. Ball is at the 47-yard line.
And Greenon's moving now. This has got to be a confidence builder for them.
This is about their second best drive so far tonight. 16 zip with 9:32 remaining in this first half.
A lot of running room over there.
There's
He's
running
still
room,
going. Oh, my goodness.
But there's some leg action going in there, Gary.
Yeah, that number 22 is your running back over there, and that's Kyle Parsons. Watch him. Or no, I take that back. No, that's Cameron Cox. Yeah, my bad. But watch
his legs.
Look at him. Watch him drive right here, folks. Look at this. He has 1, 2, 3 Mechanicsburg Indians on him, and he says, I'm going down. That's a real nice run. That's talk about toughing it out there.
But they lifted him up, and he still kept the legs going. So when he hit the ground again, he picked up more yardage. Ball at the 39-yard line.
Here's that.
Going over the middle and a little bit too much.
Oh, boy. And he didn't telegraph that throw. Now watch on this replay here. He doesn't telegraph it, but watch, he jumps, and that just makes his ball go high. Watch.
Yeah, it does.
It's a real nice play because there's that short pass right here underneath him, and he goes, nope. And he jumped and just kind of threw it too much. Lucked out that the deep safety was playing cover 2 back there.
And Bebout had a shot at it too, as he was playing right behind the intended receiver on defense. Cade Rice calls the signals, fake the handoff. He's coming to this near side, got a good pass and a nice run. It was that first move in there by Clay Huff, who got him the extra yardage and took him to the 30-yard line.
He went right back to the play that they were going to do before that he overthrew downfield. He says, right here, just give it to me.
Yes.
I can pick up this first down, and then there's really nice closing speed right here on the end of this to bring him up short of that first down. It's going to be short by about a yard.
Yeah, third and a yard. But just his move to break and get the extra yards for Clay Huff.
I think Greenon's found something too. They're pulling out those linebackers, so everything underneath is going to be wide open.
Well, they're doing those short things. They're going away from the long one. Oh, that one's intercepted. Holy moly, thank you so much. Mr. Cade Rice is Aaron Conley, who picked that up, and I mean, he pulled that bullet right out of the air.
Now watch him look right where he's throwing this ball. Looking right, looking right, looking right, looking right, looking right. Boom.
Wow, he could not have seen Conley. Could not have seen him. Because Conley was just standing there going, I want this. All right, it's going to be turned over again, this time to Mechanicsburg, 1st and 10.
Look at what happened there, Lee. We got 8 minutes on that clock, so that was 4 minutes there.
Yeah.
of no points right now for Greenon as Mechanicsburg comes up to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they were moving the football, too.
They were looking good. That was their best drive for Greenon.
All right. As Woody Hayes always said, the forward pass, out of the three things, two can go always wrong on you.
Here's a deep pass.
Conley got his man open down the middle. Bebout. Bebout's got it at the 20, 10, 5. Touchdown. He outruns the defense.
My goodness.
A 60-yard pass play up the middle for Bebout.
Watch this. Look at that blocking up front from Mechanicsburg. Look at that protection. Steps into this throw. The receiver is in perfect position, deep behind the defender. And then I like what he does. He cuts to the left-hand corner so you can't be tackled from behind. Yep. Big touchdown there by number 21.
Arlie Benson, who normally comes up with big plays, he has all season long. Leads the team in fumble recoveries, fumbles, caused fumbles, interceptions, and 22 tackles coming into the ballgame, total tackles.
What are we giving that, about a 45, 60 yards? 60 yards is what they're saying, huh?
Logan Hurst takes the snap. He's going to the right side, wants to get two. Hung up a little bit, puts his head down, he's in.
Well, Logan Hurst has 6 points tonight, folks, and those are on 2-point conversions.
Yeah, he's the extra point guy.
My goodness. I didn't expect this late.
No, I didn't either. I expected both ball clubs. Now, take a look at this. You've got West Jefferson, then you go all the way down West Liberty, Fairbanks, Northeastern, Triad, Mechanicsburg top, 4-0. They're 1-0 in the league. Chances right now of going 2-0. We got a whole other half. But look at their opponents coming up. West Jefferson, 4-0. Then they've got the Triad, 1-3. Northeastern, 1-3.
And then
Fairbanks,
West Liberty.
2-2, and then West Liberty.
Yeah, and I would say that they might just go ahead and run the table on this bottom part here. We'll see. We'll see. But West Liberty is awful is a good team, and so is West Jeff.
But you get those trap games, you know, where you go, we're going to win these. But I don't think this Mechanicsburg team will do that.
No, not under Coach Forrest.
All right. So with 8:07 remaining here in this first half, for Mechanicsburg, it's been touchdown, 2-point, touchdown, 2-point, touchdown, 2-point, and the 2-point man, as we had mentioned, Logan Hurst.
You know, like we said earlier, sometimes you just put too much pressure on one player.
Yep, you do.
You know, and with Mechanicsburg, everybody seems to be contributing offense and defense. And I think that's kind of the change of the things you get. After, you get so much talk and so much hype, what can often happen is that you try to do too much, and I think that's exactly what's happening to Kate.
That's right up front on that.
And they got it back. Mechanicsburg
has it. Did they get it back for sure? I know. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
Number 64 comes up with that. Now watch this, folks. You would not expect this tonight. They're up by a lot of points, 24, and here's an onside kick. It goes, watch it bounce off perfectly, deflects. And they come up there, and I think it was number 66. I'm not sure if I was correct. Let's see who comes up with that ball, because we got to give Mom and Dad credit on that one.
Tanner Frisbee, isn't it?
60, yeah, Tanner Frisbee is 64. Yeah. Tanner Frisbee.
But did you see that kick? He said, it's just like the movie. He picks out a person, going to hit it as hard as he can, it bounces back to you.
This is a half field to play with right now. That short field, 50-yard line.
Another short field. First down 10 for the Mechanicsburg Indians. And right now, they are having a happy homecoming. The left-hander fires, got a man open at the 30, 20, 10, tries to cut back to the middle, got to be caught down at about the 5-yard line.
Oh, my goodness. And I'm not sure why he stopped, but I knew he was trying to cut back, but he went out of bounds. Yeah, watch this. Great catch and real nice pursuit. Trying to chase him down for dear life is Bass Moore. Tries to do the straight arm, waiting for a blocker, I think, but he says, okay, I'll just go.
I'll go out of bounds at the 7-yard line.
And that's, this quarterback can throw the ball for Mechanicsburg. And
that was Logan Hurst.
Yeah, I'm pretty impressed.
And now Conley is back in at quarterback.
Yeah, I like that.
They switch up. They don't lose anything.
Yep.
All right, Conley in that shotgun. They're 8 yards away from another score. Over the middle, touchdown.
Number 13.
Coming up with that is Colin Hartley. Hartley was wide open.
Now watch this. Watch him get lost off to the left hand of your screen here.
Yep.
He's going to be playing tight end, I believe. And he's just going to slip through. Typical NFL play. wide open, tight end, and he scores.
Just ran right by the defender, that being Zach Stevens. And right now, it's 30-zip with 7.5 minutes remaining here in this first half, which you can probably say, Gary, has been all Mechanicsburg.
Well, you might have a running clock here before you know what happens.
Well, it will be now.
Yep.
It's 30 points. Logan Hurst looking, I don't know what he's looking over the sideline for, go right or left.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what he's saying.
There he goes. Now he's going to go up the middle. Now he fakes, puts his head down.
I don't think
did he get stopped?
No, he didn't get that one.
Did not get that one. As it looked like Benson, Harley Benson was in there on the tackle. He's one of the top tacklers on that football team.
If you told me that Mechanicsburg was going to be up 30-0 with 7 minutes, I would say, you're doing something you shouldn't be doing. But this is really impressive. I can't figure out how they're not seeing that as coverage. But then again, the statistics, the tail of the tape is the same thing we've talked about.
Yeah.
Points for Greenon is 207.
Yeah.
And points against so far this season in Game 5 is 100 points.
Well, it's 130 now.
And then you look at what happens to Mechanicsburg with their points against, 22.
About 5 points a game, a little over 4 and some points a game.
And that's not going to change so far tonight.
No,
that hasn't
tonight.
changed. And that hasn't changed so far. So,
but you can never tell. I was watching a college game over the past weekend, UCLA and Washington. And UCLA, Washington had no reason to ever lose the ball game, being ahead by about 32. And guess who won?
Yep.
UCLA.
Yeah, and like I said, Greenon can get right back in this in a hurry if they focus and stay a little more disciplined.
Boy, you took the words out of my mouth. Mechanicsburg, don't you think, is a team?
Oh, yes.
A team.
Yeah.
Ball kick.
And all of Coach Forrest's teams have been that way.
Yes. Davis with the ball, doing some hopping, trying to find some running room. And you know what? The defense for Mechanicsburg is not buying it. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Adam Waller, here you go with the throw for dough coming up here.
Yeah, got Kaylee Robinson for Mechanicsburg and Logan Bell for the Greenon Knights. And don't forget, like last week, if one of the cheerleaders throws it through the hole in the banner, they're going to win $500 for the athletic department. They get $50 anyway by Security National.
And we got that last year. We had that last week.
Yes.
$500 was given away.
And actually, we probably could have given away $1,000. The one cheerleader was just a little bit low because it was headed that way. All right, now let's see if Greenon can get off the schneid. They're down 30-zip. And hand the ball off, and that's not going to go anywhere. I thought 30 points was a running clock, but it was stopped there, unless it was just
Kicks
stopped
Teal
because of the gig.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kicks Teal was in on that tackle.
No pickup on the play. Going to bring up second down and 10 yards to go.
Well, this is tough going into a locker room here in 7 minutes going, boy, we're down 30. And we've been doing a lot of talk all week long back and forth of what's going to happen to this game. And this is a stunner, but that happens.
It does. You never know. Fake hand. Oh, ball is fumbled.
And Mechanicsburg got it, has it?
Did Mechanicsburg get it?
Yep, big number 51 came through there.
They're still fighting for it, but it is Mechanicsburg's.
Watch in the middle here, Caden Coleman.
What happened on the handoff? What happened?
I'm not sure. We'll watch here. I don't know if it gets knocked out of his hand. He's going to pull it back is what he's going to do.
He was going to roll with it.
Yeah, he's going to go ahead and take it out, but if you're going to put it in there, you got to take it out a lot quicker than that before you roll.
You got to have a good grip on it.
Yep, and coming up with that ball is Caden Coleman. So look at the position there, Lee, at the 25-yard line. 1st and 10 for Mechanicsburg.
Do you go for the jugular here too?
Well, I don't think Coach Forrest is playing games here tonight other than playing some solid football.
Well, you can't.
He's not trying to run up the score. He's trying to play some football.
Yes. All right, Hurst. Let's see if he throws it or runs it. He's going to throw it. Got a man in that flat. Hits his intended receiver, but good defense. Good defense this time on Jake Hurst.
Yeah, I like the way Hurst, watch him here. Watch him set his feet, and he's a southpaw. First southpaw we've seen so far on Friday night. Now watch him roll left. He's going to plant his feet, and there you go. Perfect.
Did you see the follow through on that?
He's telegraphing too, though. He's got to, and we say that every year, so it's nobody listens.
But there's an art to that, Gary. There's an art to that. As you get older, you're kind of looking the other way, and then all of a sudden, come back.
That was the quarterback from the Browns, right?
Oh, God. He's having that sophomore jinx season so far. Bebout out to the right. Conley back in. And now he's going to look. He's got a man headed downfield, almost intercepted.
Almost picked by Evan Davis scooting across there. And watch this on this replay. He just overthrows a little bit. But again, watch the quarterback's eyes.
Yes.
And watch what he does here. And it's going to draw that defender over. Look at the defender is looking right to him. And that happens a lot in high school, but right to him. And doing a good job in there was the receiver playing defense to break that
now
up.
had that been a little bit lower,
that
may have been another 6 points.
Yeah, just trying to break that up.
So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 3 for Mechanicsburg, and they've been really relying on the run. Let's see if Logan Hurst decides to, what the heck, guys? I'm going to keep it, and I'm going to roll to the left or to the right. Nope, he hands it off, fakes the pass, and good running room again.
Props.
Yeah, Probst has got the 1st down.
Nothing real magical. Watch this play.
No, straight ahead football.
Now watch him make the handoff. The handoff, you got to make sure your running back has his ball, and there it is. If he wants to pull it out, he tried to pull it out. Might have been a little late there too, but did a good job, and that's the 15 balls right down there at, the 13-yard line.
Yeah, but did you see the way he looked like he pulled it out and wanted to throw?
Yep.
That drew the defense in on him a little bit.
Yep. Man-to-man coverage at the top there for Greenon.
Conley back in again. Now he's going to roll to the right. Not a whole lot of running room, but he's going to. He may pick up a yard.
I think he got back to the line of scrimmage to tell you the truth.
Yeah, I think you're right, Gary. So that's going to be what about the 15-yard line? Let's see what Justin Bank will call it 14. Yeah, so it is going to be a loss of 1. Bring up 2nd down and about 11 to go for the 1st down.
Yeah, the clock is running here on homecoming at 4:37 and ticking.
And Logan Hurst, I don't know why they take so much time with Logan Hurst. Either run right or run left. He's had some success with that. And he's had a pretty good arm too, folks, so far.
I like the way he throws the ball. I think he has a lot of zip on it.
DeLong down at the bottom of your screen.
There he is, wide open.
Looking up the middle. Has he got his man?
Touchdown. Oh, he said he was out of bounds.
No good.
Boy, we jumped on that too soon.
Yeah.
I thought he had it. Watch what happens here. Teal is gonna get this ball thrown to him.
Let's see where he's at here. He's got it. Can't really see from that.
Oh, there it comes
there
out.
it was coming out. Yeah, he did have it.
We called that all
so
right.
We were half right.
We were for as far away as we are, but that's good camera work there, and he just pops out.
And for 70-year-old eyes, it's.
Yeah, that's you.
Oh, speak for yourself. 4:07. The clock is stopped. 30 zip right now in favor of the Mechanicsburg Indians. Conley over the middle, got his man, and
that's
no good. But Teal, he looked like he had it. Was down around hip side, but couldn't hold on to him.
Watch on this replay. It's going to be a pretty close. Real nice coverage, though, by Greenon as they close quickly. And
that's a real nice pass, too.
Right down the middle of the field there. And it's going to be.
I wonder if he wasn't hindered by Zach Stevens coming across there on defense.
So here we go. 4th down. Now this ball definitely has to go in the end zone.
4th down and 11. Ball is at the 14, so they can get a 1st down without taking it in for the touchdown. Conley's going to take his time. See if there's any jumping going on. None.
Reverse.
And passing the football, got a man open. That looks like a little bit of pass interference.
Yeah, I was screening. He didn't turn around, and the man's going to be guilty as Huff.
Yeah, the intended receiver.
Well, watch here on your replay. Quarterback's going to drop back on that halfback reverse, halfback pass, blindsided there, and he bumps him right before the ball got there, and there's your call.
Play Huff. Just if he'd turn around, maybe he would have got away with it. But
he bumped him. He actually
yeah,
did.
he did.
He bumped him out of bounds, and I think that's when that flag came up. So clock still will run here on the snap here at 3:52 in the first half.
I think that's probably the second half. Isn't that the rule? If you're ahead by 30 points or more in the second half, the clock will be a runner. Yeah. All right, going to bring up. Well, this should be a first down, I think.
Yeah, if it's pass interference.
If it's pass interference.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay. So they're going to mark it off. Well, no, wait a minute. Now
it's on the 7-yard line.
So that's short. They got to get down to about the 4.
They're saying 4th and 1 there.
Wow.
4th and 1.
$3:52 remaining here in this first half.
And he
4th down at about 5.
Yeah, half the distance to the goal line.
Okay. I thought it looked like it was close to the end zone. And if it's in the end zone.
Oh, look at this pitch out the outside.
Heading to that pylon and got in. Touchdown.
Oh, man. That is quick.
I mean, it looked like he was shot out of a cannon there.
Watch 33.
Jake Hurst.
Watch 33 come around there. Jake Hurst. Watch him pour it on right around this corner. Look at the block in there, the ceiling.
Oh, look at that. Sealed it.
Yep. Jake Hurst in for a touchdown.
And Probst had a good block, knocking the guy out of bounds and away from him.
Real good teamwork there.
Well, you said the key word, teamwork, and that's exactly what it is with this football team. All right, in there at quarterback is Logan Hurst.
Right or left? What do you think, left?
I think left. I think this is a
well,
lefty.
look, you got the H back there on this side.
And he's going to go to the right.
Right, of course.
Puts his head down. Good running room.
And he's got it.
I think you could have gotten through that hole, Mr. Speedy. So 3:42 remaining here in this first half. And right now, 38-0. And I think, Gary, we are seeing, well, you hate to say that after just 5 games, but if they can keep this momentum, keep playing as a team, this is a team that's going to make it to the playoffs.
Well, they came out the very first game of the year and just destroyed a Kenton Ridge team right off the bat. We got to see Kenton Ridge that looked just terrific.
Yeah, they did.
After they rebounded from a loss. And this Mechanicsburg team, all rights and should probably just go ahead and take this OHC the way they're playing right now.
Yeah, I do too.
You know, we haven't seen West Liberty or West Jeff, but this is a complete team, and nobody's looking for kudos or stardom, and they're playing all together, like you said, as a team.
God, I am just really, really impressed with this team.
I like the quarterback duo. And I think
Conley and Hurst.
And you got the other Hurst. You got a Hurst family out there. So, you know, you got Carson, or not Carson, and take that back.
Well, you got big number 33, Jake Hurst.
Yeah, and you got Logan, you know. So
Hurst to Hurst. Well, they did Hurst to Hurst on one play.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Muscadre will be doing the kickoff chores.
There's a name that comes back, huh, from the past.
All the time, yeah. And playing it short, I think the deep man's only at about the 15. Muscadre, nice low line drive kick. Picked up there at about the 15, 20, 25. Putting the head down, getting it across the 35 to maybe the 36, 37-yard line. Nice play.
Cameron Cox.
Yeah, Cameron Cox. He's played a pretty good ball.
This is what you don't like to see. The head's down over here when you're going off the field on the special teams. You got a whole second half. If one team scored that many points, you can certainly.
Well, you can too. You're
especially
absolutely
when you're putting up figures like 1,250 yards passing. You can certainly get back in this game, but you got to get your head back in it first.
But they are playing. I mean, this defense, and Coach Forrest, when you take a look at this defense, he knows what he's doing because simply look at this 3-man rush all night. But they've got the linebackers close enough to where they can help on the run.
Now watching the slot here, Evan Davis is in the slot. Quarterback likes to go this way. Caleb Rice likes to throw to the slot. Outside is Bass Moore.
Had movement. And somebody took off early, and I think it was Cameron Cox.
It's on that far side.
Yeah. So that is going to cost them a legal procedure.
Either that or Luke Downing. I'm not sure which one to jump. Well, you could probably tell by who comes back last. He's already in the end zone.
So it's going to be first down, 15 yards to go. So that will move the ball back 5 yards to the 32-yard line, or it's first down and 15 to go for the Greenon Knights, who find themselves on the real short end of the stick right now. This is homecoming.
Opposite side here, Lee got the slot down here with the number 5.
Crossing down there, trying to hit the back. Oh, what a tackle.
Oh, look at that hit.
You talk about a perfect play. Mark DeLong. Run that up on film and just keep playing that back and forth.
Watch Mac DeLong come up here. Yeah, you're fine. Comes right up the middle here. Look at this coverage. He knows he's. Now watch the ball flutter a little bit there, see? And he closes. Bang. And that hurts.
But that was a great tackle. He hit him with the shoulder and hit him down around his hip area right
And that's
there.
what more and more coaches are doing. They're doing coaching to how to coach and tackle a lot safer
And
make the game a lot safer.
Cade Rice looking, got his man. Oh, nice catch.
What a catch. That's just gorgeous.
Yeah, they're calling it a reception.
Yeah.
What a nice play. Coming up with the football, Evan Davis.
Now watch Evan go up and get this. This is really a beautiful catch, people. Watch.
Oh, this is another highlight film. Look at this.
Now watch him go up high
the
at
tackle.
the highest point, and the tackle. Look at his foot.
Can you get a number?
It looks like his
Did his elbows hit?
I think his backside hit just as he inside the, and that's going to be a penalty as it's going to march back the Indians.
Okay, they are coaching staff talking to the official. Ball is going to be inside the 45 to about the 44-yard line. 1st and 10. Now Greenon's got another drive, and of course on that far sideline, everybody holding their breath. Let's finish this drive with 3:09 remaining in the first half.
Kick steal, getting signals in from the sideline for the defense. Got 3 down linemen. That's all they got.
Yep, that's it. It's a fake, and now they're throwing out in that flat. Got to the intended receiver, but you talk about some nice tackling. And again, that was number 5, Mac DeLong.
Now watch him. Watch that quarterback. He gets blocked, and watch him come back. There was contact by the receiver that catches the ball, and he comes back. So,
boy, did he close quick. Holy moly. 2nd down and about
5 yards to go.
Is it 5 yards? Okay, I thought it was more like 4 yards. But we'll do what they got on the scoreboard. I'll do that. I won't make any problems for anybody.
Yet.
Cade Rice in the empty backfield, all by his lonesome. Calls out the signals, looking. He's got receivers all over the place. Now he's being rushed.
There's a block in the back.
Yeah, there's a flag, and there's another flag, and Cade Rice is going, oh my gosh, I got nowhere to run.
That's a block in the back you're looking at right there, and it came out just a little bit late, but they did catch it. I think it's a holding here.
Was that what they call holding? Same thing. It's penalty.
You'll see it right in the middle of your screen.
Wow. And I'm just so impressed. 3 down linemen, and they get that kind of rush, and the linebackers are quick to cover.
And now we're down to 2:09 left to go in the first half.
38-0 in favor of. The only thing that's going wrong for Mechanicsburg is the 1 2-point conversion they missed by about 3 inches.
Yeah, they should be talked to about that in
I
the
know
locker room.
I'd give them a tongue lashing in the locker room.
I'd say we can't not have that. All right, they're going to march it back. Yeah, that was right in the middle of the screen there. But Coach Forrest has to be pretty darn happy here, Lee, going into halftime. And this is when you tell your team, this doesn't mean we stop. Let's finish.
2nd down. Where is it raining? 2nd down at about 15 or 16.
I think somebody just spilled something down there.
Somebody got happy with some water out there. All right, look, got a man over the middle. Oh, what defense!
And he dropped the ball. Boy, that closing speed, shooting through there, number 52 for Mechanicsburg, and that's what you want to see is Noah Wolf. He's been on our radar here a couple times tonight. Now watch him close. He's right in the middle of your screen off to the right. He reads it, the crossing pattern, and kaboom.
And there's Bass Moore once again.
And this is almost pretty close to some of the NFL coverage you see, Lou.
Yeah, as soon as the ball's there, they're being tackled.
Yeah,
and textbook tackling.
Yeah, and I'm really impressed. Wow. I know I've said that many times tonight, but
it's true.
Yeah.
And we've seen some football over our years here. This is a pretty impressive football team. Cade Rice, quarterback draw. Nowhere to go, and he's going to be down right about the 50-yard line.
And dumping him is number 26, shooting through there and doing just what they're taught to do.
And Mechanicsburg says, we want timeout. We want to get some more scores on the board because it's 4th down and roughly about 15, 16 yards to go for the first down. Game of the week. It's your choice. It's fans' choice. You can start voting on this going to www.facebook.com/localtv for me. Springfield and Beaver Creek or Kenton Ridge and Jonathan Alder. Couple of good ball games, Gary. Which one you voting for? You're not going to tell me, are you?
I'm not going to tell you because I wish we could do both of them, because they're both going to be terrific games. Beaver Creek, the G-Walk, the speed of that G-Walk, and Kenton Ridge, depending on what goes on tonight. And Jonathan Alder new in the CBC and doing real well
in
other
new to football.
And doing real well in other sports in that CBC conference. So it's that's a good one. You need to get on there and vote and pass the word to your friends and
do it right now.
And do it.
Right now.
Tell us where you want us to go.
No,
please. Let me reword that. Tell Lee where to go.
Rephrase that.
Yeah, tell Lee where to go, but tell us where we'll be broadcasting. There's Coach Forrest getting a nice little shower here.
Oh, it is showering pretty good out there, isn't it? All right. It is.
I think we've had a rain just about every time we've done a game up here. One time it was just pouring.
Oh, it's monsoon.
And this doesn't help out Cade Rice, this type of weather.
It does help the receivers maybe a little bit more.
Yeah, as far as cutting.
Yeah.
But
there's the punt. Nice punt.
Almost blocked.
Yeah, Props is brought back to his 15. Got the 20. Got a little opening on the sidelines if he can hit it. Tries to cut back, and then it's going to be dumped as he gets to the 40, up to about the 41, 42-yard line. 1st and 10 for Mechanicsburg.
And there's a flag on the play, is there not?
The officials. Was there a flag? I didn't see one.
I don't. Yeah, it's 1st and 10. I thought I saw a flag.
I think somebody was blowing their nose, and the handkerchief went out of their hand. I don't know what happened. 1:22 remaining here in this first half.
Coach talking to his quarterback, one of his quarterbacks.
That's Conley there. As he goes into the huddle, and they would like no more than to go to the.
That's Coach Forrest in the black top down there, and not necessarily the Mechanicsburg shirt.
Well, he wants to be seen.
2 receivers, top and bottom.
Well, they have been. They've been opening it up more than Greenon. Wide open, Props. Nice move. It was like doing a 1950s jitterbug.
Now watch this. This is like, he wants to get to that homecoming dance. Watch what he does with his feet.
Well, he's practicing.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. His girlfriend's going to be in for doing some dancing on the homecoming dance. Now watch this.
Look at that.
And right here he goes.
There he goes. Boop.
And doop, doop, doop. Good work. That's really, and then nice tackle coming up there from Greenon.
There goes Conley. He's going to try to run the football. Oh, it got away. Now he's coming to this near sideline and is going to be down. I thought maybe that was a fumble type of hit there.
Well, he was clobbered by number 42 shooting through there, making a big hit. That's Alec Burnett. Watch him shoot across and take down the quarterback here. He's coming up from the top of your screen here, crossing right on the 40-yard line. Now watch this hit he makes right here. Bang.
Boom. Yeah.
And he came a long ways to make that tackle and seal off that middle of the field.
So that's going to bring up a 2nd down and roughly 9 yards to go.
With 50 seconds left to go.
Yeah. A ball again is on the Greenon side of the field. As it is at the 37-yard line. So Mechanicsburg is just looking.
Again, don't forget, WRCX is going to sponsor Throw for Dough at halftime, $500 if one of the cheerleaders can throw the ball.
Well, I mentioned that, the Throw for Dough from Security National Bank, which is going to come up at halftime. And all the people up here in the athletic department start salivating.
No, they said just give it to us now.
Yeah, write me a check. So I grabbed Randall's checkbook, and we took care of that.
Yeah, and he's looking for that checkbook.
No, he's not going to find it.
All right, here we go. First half.
2nd down and 9.
Look at that wind on the goalpost now. That doesn't help out that great kicking game we saw earlier.
I was watching the flag down here at the left side. Conley looking, does a little fake. Now he's wide open on that far sideline, and just not being able to catch up with it was the other guy that's been throwing it, Logan Hurst.
Watch this, folks.
I think Logan Hurst was a little surprised.
Yeah,
watch this.
Conley's, watch Hurst is going to be in the slot at the top of your screen. Then he just breaks. He's gone. And this ball, it looks like it was a pretty good ball. Right, yeah, just hit him just a little long. He's going, I should have had that. And he's saying that in the huddle right now.
He is.
He's saying, I should have had that one. That was my.
But Coach Force, he came up to him and glad-handed him as he came off the field.
Well, here we go. Here, this is, there's time left to keep doing this.
43 seconds.
Yeah, might as well pick up a first down and then make a couple shots at the end zone.
3rd down 9. As the team that I thought was just running the football is now finding a way to pass the football down the field, and in pretty good shape too. As Conley's going to be caught from behind, he's going to be tackled, loses the football, and picked up. I thought, boy, here we go. We got a lineman scoring. Tristan Hall, as he picked it up and went, oh, look what I got, and started up the field.
This is what everybody teaches you not to do. They just want you to fall on it. Now watch him go, heck, I got this.
Well,
his knee's down. His
He is down.
His knee's down. But the announcer, the PA announcer saying the lineman's dream scoring a touchdown on a fumble.
4th down, and
that's going to do it here, Lee.
8 yards
That's
to
the
go as we're
halftime.
down to 5 seconds, 4 seconds, and that is going to wrap it up. The end of the first half. Mechanicsburg at homecoming, leading the Greenon Knights 38-0. We'll have a look at how we got to this score, plus our throw for dough brought to you by Security National Bank. All coming up at halftime right here at Mechanicsburg at homecoming on the local TV for me, Sports Network.
You're watching the Hometown High School Football Game of the Week on WRCX Television, brought to you by our local Allstate agent, Jim Twiggs. Tonight's game is also being brought to you by the Greater Ohio Eye Surgeons, Muffler Brothers of Springfield, Urbana, and Fairborn, and the IH Credit Union.
It's time to eat, and you want great Mexican food with friendly service at a fair price. It's time for
My Mariachis.
With 3 convenient locations, you're never far away from a great meal at
My Mariachis.
Don't accept imitations. It's time for
When your ride is overheated, choking, spinning, sputtering, stopped, or just too slow, trust the pros at Muffler Brothers. With locations in Fairborn, Urbana, and Springfield, you're right around the corner from repair service you can count on. Get your car the attention it deserves. See the real pros in town, Muffler Brothers.
Although the world is ever-changing, the basic rhythms of life remain the same. One being people's passion to build, families, communities, houses, businesses. But turning passion into reality is often challenging. For all of life's moments, count on Security National Bank.
It's halftime. It's homecoming as well, and a good homecoming for Mechanicsburg. Right now leading 38-0, Gary.
Well, we had, 5 scores here, and you can see the score on the scoreboard there, 38-0. We started off with a gangbuster play, and here's the first touchdown, and this is going to be coming in here for the extra point. It's going to be by Logan Hurst. He's going to get that 2-point conversion after an 80-yard run by Chase Props. And that puts Mechanicsburg up 8-0. And you can see here on his second one over here. And let's see which side he's going to go to this side. And they load it to the right. You watch how he goes through this hole here. And he comes through there, and they, obviously the extra point is good there. And then it looks like we're running the same thing over and over again, but no, he comes over here to the right side this time. So we're looking at your quarterback, Logan Hurst, score 6 points right there. And he did miss one. And this side comes back here again. Here it is again. You get to see
it's the same play,
the same play over and over again. And it's, runs through there and gets the 2-point conversion. So then we have a neat play back here. This is going to be a long touchdown pass. And this is going to be all over the middle here. And he's wide open. And coming across and getting that is Keith Bebout. And that's a 60-yard pass, folks, and he's going to go in for a touchdown. That was going to make it with the 2-point conversion, that's going to make it 24-0. And here you can see right over the middle, wide open, tight end play, NFL, and that's your 2-point conversion, 24-0. And then the fourth score of the game is going to be Conley Hartley. And they get this snap there. It's a pitch out to the outside. He's going to take that run, goes around the corner, and that's Jake Hurst with a 5-yard touchdown run there. And there you have it. The score is 38-0. Other scores going on in between there.
And 38-zip. And of course, this being homecoming here at Mechanicsburg. And of course, they have some big festivities here at Mechanicsburg as well.
And now for the homecoming queen. The 2019 Mechanicsburg High School homecoming queen is Emma Wilson.
Congratulations to both of them as we're here at the game of the week, 38-0 in Mechanicsburg.
38-0. We'll be right back. Of course, we have our throw for dough. There's our throwees, Kaylee Robinson and Logan Bell, and brought to you by Security National Bank right here happening for you as we continue with more on the game of the week right here on local TV for me, Sports Network.